Okay. Om Arunam Karunatarangitaakshim Dhrutapashankushpushpabana-chapam Hanimadipiravrutaam mayukhaihi Ahamityeva vibhavaye bhavanim Dhyayet padmasanastam vikasitavadanam padmapatrayataakshim हेमाभां पीतवस्त्रां करकलितलसद्धेम पद्मां वराङ्गीं सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तां सततमभयदां भक्तनम्रां भवानीं श्रीविद्यां शान्तमूर्तिं सकलसुरनुतां सर्वसम्पत्प्रदात्रीं सकुङ्कुमविलेपनामलिकचुम्बिकस्तूरिकां समन्दहसितेक्षणां ससरचापपाशाङ्कुशाम् अशेषजनमोहिनी मरुणमाल्यभूषोज्ज्वलां जपाकुसुमभासुरां जपविधौ स्मरेदम्बिकाम् ॐ श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ everybody. We are doing Lalita Sahasranamam. We are entering into 16th Lahari. We finished up to Bhuvaneshwari Vidya. Mother's devotees are Manu, Chandrudu, Bhanu means Surya. Manu Vidya, Chandra Vidya, Bhanu Mandala Madhyastha, Bhairavi, Bhagamalini, all that we finished. And Bhuvaneshwari Vidya, that is Hreem Bijam. That is the previous one. Today we are entering into 16th Lahari, that is the Kubera Vidya. And then Mahalakshmi Mantram is also going to come. So the shlokas we will chant, that is from 71 to 74. 4 shlokas we are going to chant together. 71. Raja Rajarchita Ragni Ramya Rajivalochana Ranjani Ramani Rasya Ranat Kinkini Mekhala Rama Rakendu Vadana Ratirupa Ratipriya Rakshakari Rakshasagni Rama Ramanalampata Kamya Kamakala Rupa Kadamba Kusuma Priya Kalyani Jagati Kanda Karunarasasagara Kalavati Kalalapa Kanta Kadambari Priya Varada Vamanayana Varuni Madavihvala. So 71 to 74. This is the Namas, 16th Lahari, this is Kubera Vidya, and then Mahalakshmi Mantram. That is what we are going to see. And Lahari means a section. The slokas we have seen, Namas from 305 to, I will tell you when it comes, but we are starting from 305. That is the Raja Rajarchita, one full Namam. Raja Rajarchita. Raja Rajas Archita. Archita means worshipping, meditating, salutating. Means who is that Raja means kings. Raja Raja means king of the kings, means lord of the lords. They are all worshipping mother. Means each lokam, each world has one lokapalaka, one king. Like that, Brahmandas are, so many Brahmandas are there. Each Brahmandam, that is one king, and all of them put together is Raja Raja. One meaning is Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra. That is Shiva, Brahmaji, Vishnu Bhagavan, creator, sustenance, and then dissolution. That is Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra. 3 of them are worshipping mother. That is one meaning for Raja Rajarchita. And Raja means again Sarvabhauma, Chakravarti. And then one is, another meaning is Kubera, and another one is Chandra Bhagavan, moon. This is the, Kubera is also Raja Rajarchita, Raja Raja. Why? We all chant. What we chant? Rajadi Rajaya Prasahya Sahine Namo Vayam Vai Sravanaya Kurmahe. That is Vaisravanaya means Kubera. Kubera is a great devotee of mother. He worshipped mother, that's why he became the treasury department adhipati. He is the god for treasury department, dhanadipati. That's he worshipped mother. That's why mother blessed him for that name and fame and wealth. All that he became very famous because he worshipped mother. Aishwarya adhipati. That is what Raja Rajarchita means. That's what Sri Krishna Paramatma also says. Yadadityagatam tejaha jagadbhasayate khilam yachandramasi yacchagnau tattejo vidhi mamakam. Whatever is that tejas, that brilliance in fire, in Surya Bhagavan and Chandrama, that tejas is me. That is why all these namas from 305 to 320th namam, all of them starts with the rakaram. Ram is Agni Bijam, representation of fire. All of them will go in that tune. So that's why Raja Rajarchita. And then 306th namam, 71 shloka. Ragni. Ragni means Rani. Sri Mata, Sri Maharagni, Srimat Simhasaneshwari. She is the ruler, she is the controller for the whole universe. And that is what Rani. And takes care of everybody because all beings are mother's children. Chara, acharam, chara, charatmika, moving and non-moving, both of them. That is why Raja, Rani, Raja is Shiva Bhagavan, Rani is mother. Ranjanatvad Rajaha, Rajate iti Rajaha. Means Raja means makes everybody happy. That is why all the kings used to do their palana, making people happy. Ranjanatvat Rajaha, and illuminating capacity, prakashate. That is what Raja means. Means all of them prakasham, jnana swarupam. Jnanam and anandam is Raja Rani's job. That is what Shiva and Parvati. That is Ragni. And mother's mantram is Rani. Shodashi and Panchadashi. Mother's yantram is Maharani. Sri yantram is, Sri chakram is yantra Rajam. Sri Vidya is Brahma Vidya. That is Rani. That is superior in all the Shastras. That is Sri Ragni. Now 377th Namam, 71 Shloka, Ramya. Ramya means beautiful, Sundaram. Everything is beautiful. Mother creation is beautiful. And mother makes Ramya, our mind beautiful, our thoughts beautiful, our actions beautiful, and speech beautiful. That is Ramya. That is why Upanishad says, Uma Haimavati Bahushobhamana. Bahushobhamana, so many beautiful things. That is Uma Devi, that is Haimavati, that is Brahma Vidya Swarupini, Vonkara Swarupini, that is Ramya. And that is why Tripura Sundari, that is why Saundarya Lahari. Saundarya means beauty, Lahari means wave. Everything is mother's beautiful wave in this universe, this manifested world. Whatever we see, that is all beautiful. That is why Sri Suktam also we chant Hiranya Varnam Harini Suvarna Rajatas Rajam. Hiranya Varnam. That is what mother's beautiful, that golden and red color mixed. That is why even gold is also beautiful. That color itself is beautiful. Hiranya means again gold. So that is why even Tvadiyam Saundaryam Tuhina Girikanye Tulahitum. Your beauty is so beautiful. Even Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, they are not able to. Kavindra, even Brahmaji is not able to explain. Even though he is the superior among poets, but he is not able to describe. Even Veda Matas are also not able to describe you, O mother. That is Ramya. And now that 308 Namam, 71 Shloka, that form is giving now. Rajiva Lochana. Lochanam means eyes. Rajivam means one meaning is Padmam, lotus. One is Harini, means deer. And another meaning is fish. That is why we call mother Meenakshi, Harinakshi, Shatakshi, Padmanayana. We already saw that Parvati, Padmanayana. That's what Rajivam means. Again, Padmam, lotus. Lotus is symbolization for Vikasanam, means expansion, mental expansion, means inclusive of everything. That is the symbolization for lotus, and representation for knowledge, and then brilliance and softness. All that is Rajiva Lochana. And then giver of all the desires for all devotees. Their desires get fulfilled. This is all the Hreem Bijam expansion. We saw Bhuvaneshwari Vidya is Hreem. That expansion is this, that is Rajiva Lochana. And then that mother again is 309 Namam, 71 Shloka, Ranjani. That is Ranjanatvam means Anandam. Rakaram, all of them going. Raja Raja, Chita, Ragni, Ramya, Rajiva Lochana, Ranjani. Ranjani means Anandam, Utsaham. Utsaham, all means there is no dullness, there is no tamoguna, sattvaguna, purified intellect, purified mind will feel that enthusiasm for life, enthusiasm for people, enthusiasm for circumstances. Utsaham, that is called Ranjani, Utsahakarini, giver of inspiration in any endowment. That is the Prerana. Prerana Shakti is mother. That is, see, in Utsaham also, if we desire something, if we get it, we feel very happy. Let us say sometimes if we lost something, let us say, for example, if we lost a golden necklace, we get so happy if we find it. Even when we buy the new necklace, we may not get that much joy. But when we find the old necklace, we find, I got it. I found it. We feel so excited and so happy because that thought is there. I lost that necklace. When we find that, we get more joy. Isn't it true? That is called Utsaham, that Ranjani. And then good news. When we hear the good news, we get happy. We get, excited. And then even work also, I will not be able to achieve. Then when we achieve, we feel very ecstatic, happy. That is what even Saundarya Lahari, when lot of, one Amma said, you hit a double century, means two groups just finished 100 shlokas, chanting and learning last week. Then some people were saying, we never thought we would learn these 100 shlokas. When they, means never happened. Then they achieved it, they were very happy. That is what, when we think like that, that is called, when we achieve, that is called Ranjani, Ananda Swarupam. That inspiration is mother. Then when we chant these, whenever you feel depressed or dull or tamoguna, not inspired, chant this Rakara Bijam. That Rakara has energy. Just chant these names, these 71 and 72 shlokas. Now 310 Namam, 71 shloka, Ramani. Ramani means Anando Brahmeti Vyajanat Ramimpa Cheinadi. Means mother's Namam and Rupam, both are beautiful. See, even if you have everything conducive, even everything is good health, good wealth, good house, but that thought, that experience is not there to enjoy, to appreciate, then they do not have that rasya. Means that Ananda Anubhuti, experience, that is called rasya. That Aswadinche Lakshanam means to take it in. to appreciate, to enjoy, to live in that moment, live with awareness. That is rasya. Capacity to enjoy. Rasagnya Shakti is a beautiful Shakti. Rasagnya, that is how Rasa Siddhi has to happen. Even when we are hearing the music, Sangeetam, or doing the pravachanams, that Rasagnya, that is has to come within. That is Rasya. Mother takes care of that. And then again, form is giving 312th Namam, 71 Shloka, Ranat Kinkini Mekhala. Ranat means sound, making the sound. Kinkini means the small bells. Mekhala means Vadhanam. What they keep, the ladies keep it on the waist portion. Mekhala, that is what it is. And means that Vadhanam has the small bells. They are making the sound. That is also saying Om, 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 Mantram, Nada Shakti. They are doing the Nada Shakti. Even mother is sitting, they are making that sound. It's a representation of Anandam. And Shabda Vyaktikarana Sthanam means that's where that Shabdam came. That is Ranat Kinkini Mekhala. This is Kamakshi Swarupam. That is what Shankaracharya says, 7th shloka in Saundarya Lahari. Kwanat Kanchidama Karikalabha Kumbhastananata. That is what Ranat Kinkini Mekhala. And then Kanchi, that city itself, is the Kanchidamam, like a center location for the our whole India. That is the Kwanat Kanchidama. And this is all Manipura Chakram, Jalasthanam also. In our body, Swadhisthana Manipuram. Manipuram is at the navel. That's where they ladies wear the Vadhanam. Now, 313th Namam, 72 Shloka. See how beautiful it is. Raja Rajarchita Ragni Ramya Rajiva Lochana Ranjani Ramani Rasya Ranat Kinkini Mekhala. That energy is flowing. Now 72 Shloka, 313th Namam. Rama. This is where in the same section Kubera Vidya, this from here onwards, Mahalakshmi Mantram is starting. Mahalakshmi Mantram. Rama means Lakshmi Swarupam. This is where Sri. Only Sri letter is there. Sri means Sampada, Aishwaryam. Now, normally for common people, Lakshmi Devi means Dhanam, wealth, money. That is the common meaning. Everybody understands like that. But Lakshmi Devi means Aishwarya Pradayini, all positivity. Wherever there is a positive energy, that's where Lakshmi Devi resides. That is what Aishwarya means. That is why we say Adi Lakshmi, Vidya Lakshmi, Dhairya Lakshmi, Dhana Lakshmi, Santana Lakshmi, Gaja Lakshmi. All of them are Aishwaryam. Having children, having knowledge, having dhanyam, food to eat, dhanam, wealth. Of course, we need wealth to stay, buy a house, to get education, to get health. Everything we need wealth. And that is all Lakshmi Swarupam. And another meaning is Lakshyate iti Lakshmi, means take us to our goal. Whatever it could be in this world or higher world or moksham, depends on the seeker. That is what Lakshmi Devi does. This is a Sri. Here. Then all that Sri representation of all three mothers, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Gauri. All of them put together is Rama, Lakshmi Swarupam. Now, Lakshmi Swarupam has the Sri Bijam. Here we said only Sri. That is a Nadam. Then where is that Nadam? In the next Namam. 314 Namam, 72nd Shloka. Rakendu Vadana Raka means full moon. Raka means full Paurnami. Raka is representation of Paurnami, full moon day. Indu means moon, Chandrama. Vadana means face. That is how mother's face is. Rakendu Vadana, Sharat Chandra Paurnima. That is what even Sharat Kala Chandramato, they compare with mother's face with full moon day. That is what Rakendu Vadana means. That is why in full moons, there are 4 of them very famous, very auspicious. Aka Vai, Aka Ma Vai. People will say that. Ashadha Masa Paurnami, Kartika Masa Paurnami, Magha Masa Paurnami, Vaishakha Masa Paurnami. We just celebrated 2 days ago. That is Vaishakha Paurnami. So that's what very, very auspicious. That is also called Bauddha Paurnami. Buddha was born and attained Niryanam that same day, that day, and then he realized under the Bodhi Vruksham. That is the Paurnami, Vaishakha Paurnami. It's also called Bauddha Paurnima. Rakendu Vadana means that is what is. And now all the Lakshmi Kalas are also a representation of Rakendu Vadana. That we say Chandra Kalas, the parts of the Chandra moon is also Kala is part. Well, I will mention all those beautiful devasas. They are all beautiful energies. Amruta means nectar, that happiness. Manada, Pusa, Tushti means contentment. Pushti means fullness. With that contentment, fullness comes. Rati means happiness, to able to enjoy. All of them are Chandrakalas. Dhruti, firmness. I want to do this, that firmness. Shashini, Chandrika, that coolness. Kanti, radiance. Jyotsna and Shri, that is what Aishwaryam. And Preeti, loving everything. Ishtam, that is what Preeti. And then Angada, they are all Devatas, they are all moons, Kalas, all 15 of them. Even Vishnu Sahasranamam, Mahotsaho, Mahabalaha, that all of them are representation of Utsaham, Rakaram. Now, 315 Namam, 72 Shloka, Rati Rupa. Again, Rati means Anandam, Prema, Utsaham. All these namas are all like beads going through that thread. Happiness, bliss, anandam, awareness, live in the present moment. Then only we can experience happiness. Not in the past or not in the future. Only at the present moment we experience happiness. And that's why we can never postpone our happiness. Right now is the happiness. That is what Rati Rupa. Embodiment of that happiness is mother. That is what Prema. The Rati means Asakti, again, curiosity. We should be curious for life, to explore like children. See, children will explore everything, go everything, open the drawers and go open the doors, touch everything, put everything in the mouth. They are curious. That's why we need to be curious. That is what Asakti means. Never become like a dull, like a clay ball. Always become like a rubber ball, like Gurudev says. Bounce back. Rati, have curious for life. And then that's where when there will be no depression, no negativity. Always happy, happy, joy, joy. Do not put your happiness key in somebody else's pocket. Gurudev's quotation. Keep it with yourself. Keep it in your pocket. Keep it in your heart, in your hands. And then they are taking your power. Keep that your power with you. That is called Rati Rupa. A mother is embodiment of that. Rati means Radha Devi has Rati for Krishna. Krishna Bhagavan has Rati for Radha Devi. Shiva Bhagavan has Rati for Parvati Devi. Parvati ji has Rati for Shiva Shiva Bhagavan. Vishnu Bhagavan has Rati for Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi Devi had Rati for Vishnu Bhagavan. That is why they all did tapas for one another, Shiva Bhagavan and Parvati ji. That is called Rati Rupa. Now 72 shlokas, 316th Namam, Rati Priya. Rati means again Priya. Rati is also again Manmadha's wife is called Rati Devi. She is also very great devotee of mother. And Lopamudra Archita, that is also, that Namam comes later. They are all great devotees. Rati Priya, she is very much loves Rati Devi because she is a great devotee. And Rati Devi also loves mother. That's why even Bhagavatam we see Gajendra Moksham. Gajendra remembers Vishnu Bhagavan. Vishnu Bhagavan runs towards Gajendra. Why? To protect that bhakta, that is called Rati Priya. Bhakti Priya, Rati Priya. These are all embodiment of happiness, devotion, asakti, curiosity. All of them Rati Priya. And then devotees loves mother and mother loves devotees. That is what Rati Priya means. Ratiye Bhakti, Bhaktiye Rati. There is no difference. That is what Narada Bhakti Sutra says. Paramamaina Bhakti is Rati. Supreme devotion is Rati. That is what Rati Priya. Then 317 Namam, 72 Shloka. Rakshakari. Rakshakari, Raksha means protection. Giver of and take care of everybody. Rakshakari means Characharatmakam, moving and non-moving. All the animals, insects and all beings, everyone, we are all under protection of mother. That is what Rakshakari is. We are all in that umbrella. Umbrella is Akasham, that space. Akasham is representation of Paramatma. And then that we are all under mother's protection. That's why don't worry, be happy. That's all these meanings, representation. Rakshana, protection, and keep us in the good path. Loka Rakshana, that is what all Devata's job, work is. Dharma Rakshana, Loka Rakshana. Protection of Dharmam and protection of all beings, not only human beings, everyone. And Rakshasagni, 318 Namam, still 72 Shloka. Rakshasagni means destroyer of Rakshasa. Means she destroyed so many demons. Mahishasura Mardini, Shunda Munda Nishudini, Bhandasura Vadha Visa. That is one meaning. And then another one is destroys inner enemies in us. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Madamatsharyam. That is one set. Ahankara, Mamakaram. That is second set. And then pairs of opposites. That is another one. Destroys all those. Negative forces get destroyed. That is Rakshasagni. Even when mind does not get focused, that is Rakshasa Pravurti too. When it goes outwards, toward worldly objects, worldly Vishayas, Vishaya Sakti is also Rakshasa Pravurti. That is destroyer of that. That is Rakshasagni. Now this is Rakshakari Rakshasagni. Beautiful concept. Let me explain here. But let us take one example. Let us say when baby is in the womb, who is protecting the baby? Mother. That is where Raksha. Then Rakshasagni. Agni means when the baby has to come out, that has to come out from that womb. Then that has to open up. Let us, another example is perfect one is, let us say chicken and egg. That egg that has to open up. Then only the baby chicken will come out. The babies will come out. That is called Agni, destroying. Protecting is her, destroying is her. Means taking out, brings out the baby. is the mother. Another example is Parikshit Maharaj. He was in Uttara's womb. Abhimanyu's wife is Uttara. Then when he was in the womb, Ashwatthama is trying to destroy that baby. Then somebody was protecting him. The baby knows, but he didn't know who it is. When he came out, he wanted to find out who it is. That is how he observing everybody. Is that it? Is this who protected me? That's why he's watching everybody. Sri Krishna Bhagavan protected him. Somebody, that is why he called Parikshit, because he's observing everybody. Gopri Govinda Rupini, protecting everybody. That Rakshakari Rakshasagni, that order is so beautiful. Now 319th name, 72 shloka, Rama, our favorite one, Rama. Ramaha is the Pullingam, Rama is the Strilingam. That is why we have already always told so many times, and also people remember too. Ramo Lalitam Pikaya. There is no difference between Rama and Mother. Why we saw three comparisons too. Both of them are holding bows. Kodanda Rama, because he is the warrior. Mother is holding Ikshukodandam, sugar cane. And then 5 flowers are representation of Banas. Panchatanmatra Saika, Manorupekshukodanda. That is what one similarity. And both of them we celebrate Navaratris, 9 days. For Rama Bhagavan, Vasanta Navaratris. And Mother, Sharan Navaratris. It comes in October, Ashvija Masam. So that, and then both of them are ready to protect devotees. Rakshakari, Rakshasagni, destroy the negativities in us and create the Valayam, Rakshana Valayam. That is why there will be a aura around them. Positive aura, nobody can enter. Negative forces cannot enter, cannot destroy them. They cannot touch them. Negative forces cannot come close to them. The devotees, mother's devotees and mother's worshippers. That is what Rama means. Ramaniyatvat Ramaha. Ananda Swarupam. Giver of bliss, giver of joy, giver of happiness. Kamaniyatvat Kamaha, those namas are coming next section. And now even Linga Puranam says all the females are mother, Gauri Swarupam. All the male Purushas are Shiva Swarupam. Shiva and Parvati. Vishnu Puranam says then all of them are, men are Vishnu, all the ladies are Lakshmi. Always we have to invoke ourselves, that energy, positive energy. I am that Lakshmi Swarupa. Never get dull. Always dress up nicely. Decorate yourself, because we are all Lakshmi Swarupam, Gauri Swarupam, embodiment of Parvati Swarupam. So that's what all this 390 Namam. And 320th Namam is 72 Shlakam, Ramana Lampata. Ramana means again, Ramanudu means Kameshwara. Lampata means getting attached, always stuck with him. Kameshwari, because we are going to the Kameshwari Swarupam. Ramana Lampata means that. Nadha means Parabrahma. Ramana Lampatatvam. We always have to have Lampatatvam, means that attachment with Parabrahma Paramatma. We say Samsara Lampatam, not with worldly things, not with birth and death cycle, but Paramatma. We need to get attached to that Lampatam. That's what Ramana Lampata. With this, we finished 71 and 72 shlokas. 2 shlokas are done. And namas 305 to 320 namas. All starts with Rakaram. Raja Raja Archita, Ragni Ramya, Rajiva Lochana, Ranjani Ramani Rasya Ranat Kinkini Mekhala, Rama Rakendu Vadana Rati Rupa Rati Priya, Raksha Kari Rakshasagni Rama Ramana Lampata. Giver of bliss, giver of that fire for knowledge. And then the Hreem Bijam is also included in this. All Bhuvaneshwari Swarupam, expansion of Bhuvaneshwari Swarupam. And Rama, Lakshmi Swarupam, that is Hreem Bijam. We saw all that elaborately. And now we are entering into the next section, that is the 17th Lahari. This is Kama Kala Swarupam. This is the greatest, one of the greatest Upasana. Kama Kala Swarupam, Kama Kala Dhyanam. 17th Lahari. Lahari means sections. Like that way, we can, we know each section will take us to Parabrahma Paramatma. Each section is giver of moksha. Like for example, Bhagavad Gita. Each section itself is complete and all 18 chapters are also complete. Here also each section is then again all 1,000 names also giver of, put together is giver of liberation. That's how we need to take. Now this is the 17th Lahari, shlokas from 73 and 74th first line. That's what we will chant 73 and 74. Today we are thinking 71, 72, 73 and 74. 4 shlokas we are going to do. Second half we will do later, but 70 up to 73. Now let us see 73 chant together. Kamya Kama Kala Rupa Kadamba Kusuma Priya Kalyani Jagati Kanda Karunarasa Sagara. 73rd shloka means 321 namam to 330th namam is Kama Kala. That is Kalavati, Kalalapa, Kanta, Kadambari, Priya. All of them are starting with Kakaram, letter Ka. See, before they were starting with the Rakaram. Now Kakaram means clean Bijam. Here is the clean Bijam. Now Kama Kala Rupa Dhyanamum. 321st Namam Kamya. Kamya means Jnana Swarupini, and then we want to achieve, we want to get her. That is what we want it. That is what called Kamya. Kameshwara Kameshwari. That is Kamya. Kamaniyatvat Kamaha. This is for Shiva. Ramaniyatvat Ramaha. That is for Rama. Because we all want him. That is what Kamya. Even the desires here are also 2 types. Ihaloka, Paraloka. Ihaloka means right here, while we are alive. Paraloka means after death also. We want good worlds like Svargaloka, Pitraloka, Gandharvaloka, like so many worlds. Ihaloka again 4 types. Some of them, let me just, temporary difficulties, let us go away. That is one type, temporary. Just for a week or a headache or all those difficulties, please let go away. That is one type. Some people want lifelong difficulties should go away. That is also one desire, because lifelong they want to be happy. And then some people want hereafter, all the next worlds and next birth. I know that's what they look for. That is the 3rd desire. 4th one, Niratishaya Anandam, permanent has happiness. Shashvata Anandam, no birth and no death cycle. That is a no janana, Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Moksham, Niratishaya, Shashvata Anandam. That is what people look for. These are all 4 types of desires. Mother gives all of them. That is called Kamya. There is Kamakhya Peetham is also there. Ashtadasha Shakti Peethas, 18 Shakti Peethas are there. One is Kamakhya Peetham. And then now 322 Namam is 73rd Shloka. Kama Kala Rupa. Kama Rupa, Kala Rupa. Rupa comes with both of them. Rupa means form. Kama here is the Parabrahma, Paramatma, Shiva. Kala is the mother. See, in Sanskritam, there is no la. That la, letter la. That is why it is say la, Kala Rupa, Kalavati. But in Telugu, we say Kala. That's how we are. But in Sanskritam, Kalavati, Kala Rupa, all of them starts with that. So, Kama Kala Rupa. This is all Kama Kala Vilasam. Means everything is the sport for Janani Janaka, Mahakameshwara, Mahakameshwara. Whole world is a sport for them. That is what it says. That is why first Parameshwara thought, Parabrahma Parameshwara, Sa Akamayata. He thought about it. What? Ekoham bahusyam. Eka aham ekaha bahusyam. I am one and become many. May I become many. Multiplicity. Bahu means many. Means that's what Ekoham bahusyam. That one became many. That is what that Bindu became Vistarana. Expansion is the whole world. Bindu Mahakameshwara, Mahakameshwari Sthanam, position. That's why the whole thing is the expansion only. Like Kalas in the form of Kala. That is what we say Chandra Kala, Agni Kala, Jnana Kala, all of them. Kala Rupa, there I will explain a little bit more. So that's what we want, And then clean Bijam. Clean is what? Kakara, Lakara, Inkaram. Hrinkaram, Hakara, Rakara, Inkaram. Shrim Bijam, Shakara, Rakara, Inkaram. All that Im Bijam is the common. That Im is representation of Shakti, is the representation of mother. Hakaram as Akasha Tattvam. Rakaram is the fire. So like that, everything is in and everything. In and through everything is mother is pervaded. That is why all pervading God we say. That is what this Kama Kala Rupa. Here the representation. Hrim, Srim and then Im Bijam. See, now this Rupa Jhanam, how do we meditate on this? Form is given. How? First we need to, this one says in 19th shloka in Saundaralahari beautifully. Mukham bindum krutva kuchayuga mathastasya tadadho harardham jayedyo haramahishite manmadhakalam. Like it means keep one dot bindu, that is then two dots underneath, like me. Therefore, how do we put three dots like that? And then keep like a half smiling face, like this, like a thread, like half smiling face. How do we write? Like this. Means one dot, two dots and smiling face. This is all Kamakala Rupa Jhanam. I will give you two analogies, two ways. One is, this is the mother's form. First dot is Bindu, mother, face. And then both of them, mother's Kucha Yugam, means Sthana, Matru Swarupam. And then that the smiley face, that one is Ranatkinkini Mekhala, that Vadhyanam is representation of that. That is Kamakala Rupa Jhanam. But how can I see in the universe? That is our question. As soon as we open our eyes, we see world. How do I see as Paramatma Parabrahma Swarupam? how can I see as universal mother? That is the question. Now that top dot, we can keep it as a Surya Bhagavan, because Surya Bhagavan we see every day. And then two dots is Agni and Chandrama. Those two came from Surya Bhagavan only. Agni means fire, Chandrama means moon. This is the Vishwarupam, universal meditation. And then meditation on universe. And then that's how we need to meditate. And then what happens is, then whatever we see, we will remember mother. And one more thing is, we see a beautiful concept is, again, this upasana is also called three types. Sthula, Sukshma, Para. Sthula means gross. That is aham. Ahamityeva vibhavaye bhavani. Aham means every kamakala dhyanam. Aham means I. Everybody knows. I exist. I know. We always, I am great. I know everything. I ate. I walk. I listen. I memorize. We use all that. I means aham. That's what Ramana Maharshi says. Know who you are, that aham. We know. That is why Sthula Upasana, everybody knows. When I use that I word, aham, that is nothing but Kamakala Rupa Dhyanam. Means that substratum I, not this ahankara ego. That's what we need to remember. Then subtle Upasana is Sreem, Hreem, Aim, Kleem. That Eem is continuing. That is the energy, that is a Shakti, is all over the universe. And then Para is the Eem Bijam. Para, that is the supreme, that is the highest. So three types of meditation is given for Kamakala Dhyanam, Kamakala Swarupam. So this is the one type. And then another beautiful one is Kama. Ka is the representation of Maya Shabalita Brahma. Means Ishvara plus Maya is Ka. Ma is representation for Avidya Purita Jiva, individual self. This is the Vedantic concepts. In Viveka Chudamani, beautifully explained this concept. Ishvara Swarupam is the totality that is combined with Maya. The total Maya, total ignorance is Maya. That is the Samashti, that is totality. Individual means Vyashti, microcosm. Each one has ignorance, that is called Avidya. Avidya means what? Ignorance. Not that I'm a PhD degree. I have not like that. Not that worldly ignorance. We might be expert in computers, but we may not know who we are. That is ignorance. Means I am existence, consciousness, bliss. Satchit Ananda Swarupam. I do not know. That is called ignorance. That is avidya. Means what I am not, I am taking as myself. What I am forgetting. I forgot. That is avidya, that is ignorance. This is Kamakala Rupam takes us to who am I inquiry. Who am I? That is what Ramana Maharshi says all the time. Inquiry onto aham. Know who you are. Then only act in the world. Then everything will be joy. Rasya, Rati Priya. Everything is a happiness. Everything is bliss. That is what Kamakala Rupa Dhyanam. This is what Nada Bindu Nada Bindu Rasanatmakam. Meditation at Nada Bindu Swarupam. Kamakala Rupa Dhyanam is very great, beautiful Upasana. Because everything is a vibration, everything is a frequency in the universe. We are tuning to that universe in this way. And now 323 Namam is that Kamakala Swarupam is Kadamba Kusuma Priya. Kadamba means again Anekam. That is why we say Kadamba Mala. If we combine with the jasmine flowers, Mallepu and Kanakambara, and then Dhavanam, that all of them put together is Kadamba Mala, we say. Kadamba means manyness. And then Kadamba Kusuma means a flower. Priya means she loves. They are kind of Kadamba Kusuma means they look like red colored flowers. Mothers loves them. They are come from Nipa Vruksha or Kadimi Vruksha. And Vruksha means tree. They come in rainy season. That is what Kadamba Kusuma. That is what Kadambari Priya, that will elaborate there. It gets the juice that gives us coolness and that gives sweetness. Means whenever we meditate on this Namam, removes all that tapatrayam, that is the fiery anxiety, all that stress remover, anxiety remover, and then gives the calmness, peace of mind, the shanti, that is the coolness. That is the Kadamba Kusuma Priya, means Vishaharam, takes out the negativities. According to Ayurveda, Triguna Hari, Vata Pitta Kapha, the destroyer of all that, means keeps us in balance. According to Ayurveda, one goes up, our body dysfunctions, goes changes. But when they are in the balance, we are in good, healthy body, healthy mind. That is what, when we meditate, Kadamba Kusuma Priya, that's how we get. And then, that is why mother loves trees. We need to protect trees. We need to plant trees. And then 324 Namam, 73 Shloka, Kalyani, Mangalam, all auspiciousness is mother. Kalyanam, that is why marriage is also Kalyanam. This is Mangalyam. Merger is taking place between two individuals and two families. And then from there, the children are coming, happy, healthy children. So that's why Mangalam, Shubham, auspiciousness, that is Kalyani. Then Malayachala Vasini, she states that Kalyani, all embodiment of auspiciousness, that is Sarvamangala Swarupini. All, even she makes us, our speech Kalyanam, our thoughts Kalyanam, our actions Kalyanam, everything makes auspicious. That is what Kalyani means. Now 325th Namam, 73rd Shloka, Jagati Kanda. Jagat means that world, universe. Kanda means root, Moolam. That is why we say Kanda Moolamuru. Even that they come under earth, all the potato, carrots, all those. That is it. We call Kanda. Rishis used to live like that, eating Kanda Moolas. That is a mother is the substratum, the root, Moolam for the whole universe, support, Adharam, mother. That is Jagati Kanda, substratum for the whole universe. And then 326th Namam, 73rd Loga, this is beautiful. Karunarasa Sagara. Again, mother's Swarupam. Each one, they are bringing the form and mother's Swarupam. The nature is telling. Karuna Rasa Sagara. Compassionate, ocean of compassion. Daya Sagara. Sagara means ocean. This is Anantam, infinity. And then Aparam. No boundaries. And then in deep depth. That is why we chant in Hanuman Chalisa, Jaya Hanumana Jnana Guna Sagara. Jnana is Sagara, Gunas are Sagara. So many aparam antu, there is no boundary, there is no limit, limitless infinity. All of them, Karunarasa Sagara, Dayamrita Sagara, embodiment of compassion. And then 327 Namam, 74th Sloka, Kalavati, 328 is Kalalapa. Kalavati, Kalalapa, Kalavati, all the Kalas are Mother Swarupam. We already talked about Chandra Kalas, Vidya Kalas, Brahma Kala, Rudra Kala, Shiva Kalas, Agni Kalas, all of them, Vritti Kalas, all of them are Mother's form. Everything is, that is why 64 Kalas. Everything is Mother's form also, Kala. And then Brahma Kalas, look at all of beautiful Srishti, that creativity power, focused intellect, Buddhi, Smriti, remembrance, Medha, Shakti, Kanti, that radiance, Lakshmi, all the positivity, Dhyuti, and then Sthira, firmness, these are all Brahma Kalas, and Sthiti, and then Siddhi. Whatever we do, we need to achieve the Siddhi. We should not stop in between. That is all Kalas. Whoever has them, they are all Kalavati Swarupam. Means from Arambha Shuratvam. Some people start and then give away. In middle drop out, or beginningly only drop out. Whoever will not drop out, they are all Mother's Kalas. That Shakti from Mother, that energy flowing from Mother. That is what Kalavati. And Kalalapa, 328th Namam, Kala Alapa means again speech. All the mantras are Mother's speech, Vedas are Mother's speech, and then all the Shabdas, Nada Swarupini, we saw earlier, Nada Rupa, Narayani Nada Rupa. Nija Sallapa Madhurya Vinirbhachita Kachapi. Beautiful words. That is what Kalalapa. Alapa means speech. 329th Namam, 74th Shloka is Kanta and Kadambari Priya, 330th Namam. Kanta means Kamaniyam, Manoharam. Ka means Parabrahma. Antaha means that Siddhantam. Antaha means end, a kind of giver of, or the scriptures about Brahma, Parabrahma, Paramatma. That is what Kanta means, one meaning. Ka again is Chaturmukha Brahma, Srishtikarta. Antaha means Mother knows Srishtikarta's end. When he pralayam means dissolution. Knower of that. That is Kanta, Ka Anta. Two meanings we saw. And beautiful also, third meaning. Means Parabrahma Parameshwara's scriptures. Giver of that. All the scriptures, essence of scriptures. And then beautiful, second meaning. And third meaning is Brahmaji's pralayam, dissolution also, Mother knows. That is what Kanta means. 330 is Kadambari Priya. Remember Kadamba Kusuma Priya. That Kadamba Kusuma comes out the juice. That is what Mother is interested in. But most of them say Kadambari means Kallu, Madhyam. That, that Madhyapanam. That is Vamacharam. That is not really, we are not taking that meaning. That is Tamoguna people, they worship in that way. That is ignorant people worship that way. That's the meaning they say. But actual meaning is Kadambari Priya means Amrutam. That nectar comes from Kadamba Kusuma Priya. That is what Sambit Amrutam. Sambit means Jnana Amrutam. And then everything Mother makes us, our bhavana, makes us our moods, emotions, makes us Amrutam. And then Vicharana, that analysis, makes it beautiful. Not like in first frustrating way, and beautiful way. And understanding makes it Amrutam. Means nectar. That is called Kadambari Priya. Means essence in everything. Saravastu, in everything, whatever we see, that essence, sweetness in sugar, saltness in salt. And in our essence, happiness is our essence, bliss is our essence. That is Saravastu, is mother. That is what Kadambari Priya. This is the 71, 72, 73, 74th first line. We finished these shlokas. All the Rakaram and then Kakaram. That is the beauty of the shlokas. We saw Hrim Bijam expansion and then Shrim Bijam Lakshmi Swarupam and Rama, Sri Ramachandra, and then embodiment of compassion. That Kameshwara Kameshwari. That's what the essence of this whole two sections, 16th Lahari and 17th Lahari. Both of them are giver of bliss and giver of liberation, both sections. So I'm going to conclude here, and then next week we'll go with again Amruta Bijam. Starts with Vakaram, Varada Vamanayana Varuni Madavihvala. All that we will see next week. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Stay blessed.